What is the goal in the situation in Iran? Check out this clip over here with Naftali Bennett, former Prime Minister of Israel, talking to the BBC. You're going to love what he says. He lays it out very clearly, as he always does, very articulate about the situation. So we'll watch this clip together and then talk about it. But first, hit that subscribe button over there in the corner. We'd love to stay in touch. Check this out.
Let's speak to former Israeli Prime Minister Naftali Bennett. Good to talk to you, and you're in Bat Yam as well, so I believe you were also under the siren alert as well, but it's good to talk to you now. You've been a critic of Mr. Netanyahu in the past, but what do you think of this wave of Israeli action in the last few days? What is the end game here?
The end game is Iran without nuclear weapons, without a nuclear program, without ballistic missiles, peaceful Iran that goes on with its own business, and a peaceful Israel, and a peaceful Middle East.
Now, the IAEA says that nuclear sites should not be targeted ever, but we are seeing that nuclear infrastructure in Iran is being targeted by Israel. Many people are concerned about that. Does that trouble you, Mr. Bennett?
Well, you know, Iran is at the very last moment. We've been warning for ages, and right now Iran has acquired enough highly rich uranium at 60% enrichment to build 10 bombs, but they have not yet developed those bombs. So we're at the very last moment preventing them from that. The world would be a nightmare, a nuclear nightmare, if Iran would be allowed to move forward, because right away Turkey would acquire nuclear weapons, Iraq, Egypt, the Saudis. You'd have the craziest region in the world, the Middle East, full of nuclear weapons. That would be a huge menace for the world. Israel's preventing it. We're doing the tough job. We're paying the price, but we understand that we have to do it. Otherwise, the world will be a much more dangerous place.
Mr. Bennett, you say, as the IAEA said last week, that Iran is at 60% when it comes to enrichment. I want to just put to you what the US Director of National Intelligence said back in March. He said that US intelligence continues to assess that Iran is not building a nuclear weapon and that the Supreme Leader has not authorized the nuclear weapons program he suspended in 2003. I just want to get your thoughts on that.
I'll tell you the facts. The facts are that Iran has built all the components to make this cake a nuclear weapon. It's true, the final act of putting it together has not been done, but that can take days, and you can do it in a room the size of a regular classroom. So that's something that we could not prevent if we didn't act now.
Mr. Bennett, there were meant to be talks, of course, today between Iran and the US to try and de-escalate this situation and come to some sort of agreement. Turkey has accused Benjamin Netanyahu of trying to sabotage the nuclear negotiation process. Should Israel have waited until these talks today to see what came out?
No, because the talks have been going on for a long time, for years, and specifically for 60 days. And President Trump gave an ultimatum of 60 days, and Iran did not make any progress. What we're doing now actually increases the chances Iran will come and negotiate. And here's what we need. We want a deal also. We want a deal where Iran doesn't have nuclear weapons or the capacity to build them, and doesn't have ballistic missiles that can kill Israelis or Europeans or Americans. If, you know, this is tantamount to the year 1938. Imagine Czechoslovakia, instead of agreeing to the Munich Accords, it would have attacked the Nazi regime and destroyed its programs. This can prevent really the worst outcome. So we're doing a very thankless job. It's quite unbelievable that we're being attacked for doing the dirty work of the world. No one did this with Nazi Germany. No one did this with North Korea, and they went nuclear. We are acting, and we are going to prevent them from going nuclear, and it's going to make everyone's lives better. So all we're asking is to back us.
Mr. Bennett,
we're not asking anyone to fight our wars.
Turkey's President Erdogan has also accused Israel of aiming to draw the entire region into the fire. Many of our viewers are deeply concerned about this escalation. Are you not worried, for example, what happens if a nuclear facility is hit?
Quite the contrary. First of all, Erdogan, President Erdogan of Turkey, he's a nasty supporter of Muslim Brotherhood and Hamas. This guy has blood on his hands. He's a bad player. By no means should anyone look at him as a peaceful guy. He's part of the problem, not part of the solution. What we're doing is preventing from huge dispersion of nuclear weapons in the nastiest area in the world. If Israel didn't exist, you'd want to invent Israel to prevent it. So we're not asking the UK to go bomb Iran for us. We're doing it. We're not asking the UK to pay the price. We're paying the price. The Israeli public is paying the price to make the whole world a better and safer place. What we are asking is give us your back. Have our back. That's very little that we're asking, but certainly don't attack us when we're the ones paying the price to make the world safe.
Okay, former Israeli Prime Minister Naftali Bennett, thank you very much for sharing your thoughts on the situation, and do stay safe where you are in bed.
The ideal situation is that Israel weakens Iran to such a degree that the people are able to simply rise up and topple the regime completely. Eradicating the nuclear threat is a big step. That's something that is certainly necessary and something that the entire free world benefits from. But as the Crown Prince has stated very clearly and very correctly, the only way to really make sure that other issues and all of the tentacles that Iran has when it comes to terror and funding terror, again, they are the #1 state sponsor of terrorism. They funded Hamas, they funded Hezbollah, they funded the Houthis, all sorts of terror organizations. The only way to stop all of that is by a regime toppling. That doesn't mean that America needs to throw in boots on the ground, get involved in any sort of way like in Iraq. Okay, I know that's the fear that a lot of people have. I share the same fear. Don't want that. At the same time, if Israel can destabilize Iran and weaken the regime enough that the people can rise up and eradicate the leadership that currently has held them enslaved for the last 45 years, that would be the ideal situation. Not only for them living in Iran, who are clamoring for or want this so badly, but it would be good for Israel. It'd be good for other nations in the Arab world that are silently cheering on Israel. It would be good for all the Western countries. It would be good for the United States. It would be good for all people that believe in freedom. And so, God willing, we will soon see the day where this happens. It's already underway. And I have a feeling that the Iranian regime's days are very much numbered. So let's keep praying for that, and that this whole situation ends in a quick and seamless way and completely reshapes that region to a way that can be aligned in peace and prosperity for everybody involved. If you like this content overall, hit that subscribe button over there in the corner. We'd love to stay in touch. Take care.